Senior Supervisor Susanna Eads is overseeing her pick for locally brewed beers and outstanding food. Whether you're ordering to-go delivery, dining inside or out, she says they've got something for everyone. And if you're a beer connoisseur, her pick has a variety of flavors and brews and a new kind of beer every week. It's in Dania Beach and it's called Three Sons Brewing Company.
Hi, my name is Corey Artanis. I am the co-founder and head brewer here at Three Sons Brewing. I started home brewing and kind of got bit by the bug and was looking for a career change and decided to start going to different competitions, pouring my beer at different beer festivals. All the while, my father, who's also my business partner, he was involved. He would go to beer festivals with me, help me pour. The next step for us was to try to open up a brewery. Our slogan is unconventional ales for unconventional palates. We make a lot of beers that are out of the box, and we make them for people who enjoy different, cool, unique things and like to try new stuff. And we think a lot of people have been pretty happy since then. So, originally, when we were planning on opening a brewery, immediately, I wanted to do something food-related. Nikolai, I met him in the craft beer scene. His vision was a wood-burning oven, doing the artisanal pizzas, something that everyone loves and it goes great with beer. We also have a lot of cool items on the menu that you normally would not find in a bar, brewery, or even some smaller restaurants, like our octopus, our chili glazed octopus. So he really likes to push the boundaries with some of his fine dining background and the food that we serve here. My favorite part about running the brewery would have to be the reactions we get from people who come in, hands down. We're very passionate about what we do, and to have people come in here and leave with big smiles on their faces and excited to tell their friends and and seeing them come back again and again, that definitely would be the coolest thing about running a brewery.
So Susanna, tell us about this brewery. What is so unique about it?
Well, it's a spacious restaurant, so there's plenty of room, especially with the COVID restrictions. The food is incredibly amazing. It's cooked very quickly. They have a huge selection of beers that are all made there locally, and they also have beer that you can take home, either what you see there locally, or they have an extensive menu of beers that are not made there, that are made at another location that you can take home that are in a can.
And what did you have to eat and drink the last time that you went in, Susanna?
Well, I really love their tuna tacos. They are incredible. I get those almost every time because it's light. It's a hard shell taco, and they put cabbage in it and some cilantro, a little sauce on top. They were very, very good. I've also had their octopus, and their octopus is very good.
So I think the octopus is a chili glazed, and Evan, you had that as well, right?
I had it. It's very good.
I bet. What beer did you have with it?
I did it's actually named after a steakhouse. It's called Tropical Acres. It was a guava sour beer that I fell in love with, literally in love with that beer. And it was excellent. It went so good together.
And how was the elote, Evan? Can you tell me a little bit about elote, which happens to be corn on the cob?
This was an interesting take on it because it was so highly spiced. Normally they would say just sprinkle that spice on top. This was coated in it. So it gave it that really robust flavor that you would get normally from elote, but dialed it up a couple notches with all the dry rub.
Oh, and you had smoked ribs, Evan. And I think, Lois, you had smoked ribs as well, correct?
Yes.
How was that, Lois?
They reminded me a little bit of home because I grew up with barbecue food and I love it. Barbecue ribs are my favorite. I had some coleslaw with it, a salad, and a drink and everything. The waiter was fabulous and he really took good care of me. So the service was great. The food was delicious. And it was a very interesting decor. I liked
it. Okay, so tell me a little bit about the decor.
Well, it was like walking into a warehouse or a factory, but it It just was fabulous. It looked great. Now, when I walked up from the parking lot, they had people, I almost want to say they were sitting around a fireplace, but maybe not, but they were sitting around a circle outdoors on the grass in Adirondack chairs. And it just looked very friendly and very welcoming. The whole place did.
Do you remember a little bit about, I think it's called the Happy Camper pizza dessert that you had?
Oh, I had that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yes, thank you. I was trying to forget that.
You were trying to forget it?
It's pizza. I did have that. It was fabulous. It's pizza, but it's s'mores. Chocolate candy bar, marshmallows. That was the Happy Camper. Yeah, that was incredible. I had to have that.
And I believe, Evan, did you see the tasting room? They have a tasting room for beer.
I saw that they had like off the side, they did have a tasting room. I believe that they had doors that can close. When you walk in, the smell that you get from a functioning brewery is somewhat intoxicating. It's just a really unique smell that you get from all this fermenting beer. Yeah, the hops, you can totally smell them.
Susanna, can you tell me a little bit about the beers that you had? Because I found them to be really interesting.
Well, my favorite of the recent beers that I've tried was the Cactus Beer. It has a little fruit in it, but it wasn't too sweet. It was inspired by margarita flavor, but again, it was more along a beer line, but just not very sweet.
Okay. Well, Susanna, Three Sons Brewing Company was your pick. Can you sum it up for us?
If you're looking for outstanding food, great service, and efficiency, Three Sons is your place.
Lois?
I totally agree. Their menu had such variety that I'm looking forward to going back.
Evan?
Chef-driven food where you can sample incredible beers throughout the day. It's a great place to go.
Try some local beers and wood-fired dishes when you barrel your way to Three Sons Brewing Company, located at 236 North Federal Highway in Dania Beach. Open daily for lunch and dinner. Reservations are not accepted, and the average price for dinner without drinks is about $35.